Are you guys ready to have a fucking awesome time tonight? Yeah! It's my pleasure to introduce the first comic after me. He's the other half of this show. He's the other reason why we're all here. I love this guy. He's hilarious. One of my brothers. Keep it going for Eric Snader!
Let's hear it for Max. It's the only ballet move you're going to see tonight. Boy, let's hear it for Jew Boy Burgers also. How fun is that? I love standing in line and hearing Gentiles say, "I'll have the Jew Boy." It's all about context, right? Germany, circa 1940, not so good. Love the place, though. Oh, my big news in my family. My father just had a big birthday. He turned 94 years old. Woo! Thank you. No need to clap. He's not going to hear you. Oh, because he lives in Florida. You're thinking because he's old and deaf. Yeah, but anyway, so I called him to wish him a happy birthday, because I don't do that bullshit posting on Facebook, right? Happy birthday, Dad, so everyone can see what a great son I am. I don't like that stuff. You know what I really don't like? When people post happy birthday to dead relatives. Have you ever seen that? Happy heavenly birthday, Pop-Pop. You would have been 172 today. Seriously? Pop-Pop died 50 years ago from complications due to his iron lung. I highly doubt he's up there, or down there, scrolling through his DMs right now. Oh, it's crazy. But my father is in great health. Baruch Hashem, that's for the Jews. Means blessed be God, I think. Anyway, no, he's in great health. You know what he did on his birthday? He played a round of golf. True story. So just think about that. At 94 years of age, my father waxes balls more times a week than most men in this audience. Most, not all. Yeah, but anyway, he's living. He's not. He's from South Philly. Anyone from Philadelphia? Okay, I'm going to take that as a no. So let me describe it, because I've heard these stories from my father over and over and over. He grew up in South Philly, very poor, in this little shtetl-type Jewish neighborhood. And the neighborhood next to him was very Italian. And it was sort of like West Side Story, if you've ever seen that. The Jews and the Italians, they used to fight each other. It was like gangs. But instead of the Crips and the Bloods, it was sort of like the meatballs and the matzo balls. Okay. That joke would kill in Philly, I bet. Know your audience, Eric. But my parents, they've since moved from New Jersey. They're older, they're Jewish, so they're in the promised land of Florida. And they live in a place called The Villages. The Villages, Florida. Has anyone ever been there? Oh, I'm really sorry. The Villages, if you've never been there, don't go, first of all. But it's an active over 55 town. And by active, I don't mean golf. I mean sexually transmitted diseases. Yeah, look it up. They had clusters of, I don't know, chlamydia or gonorrhea. But I don't know about you, but I don't want to think or picture old people having sex, right? I don't want to hear an old lady tell me she's coming unless she's headed my way with some cookies. Or brownies. But my parents love it, and they are very active. I don't know how active. Golf. And they love it there. I mean, there are activities for everyone, and everything's adapted for the old people. So for example, you want to do yoga. You can stand, you can sit, downward facing dog, almost dead dog. Something for everyone. My parents actually started a business. This is a true story. They were selling scarves and purses to people in nursing homes. And they called it Gifts on the Go, which I thought was stupid, because where are these people going? My parents are scam artists, I think. So I told them they should rebrand. Instead of calling themselves Gifts on the Go, and only a small portion of you will get this, I said they should call themselves Schmatas for Altakoppers. Those are the Jews over there. In Yiddish, it means literally means rags for old shits. And for the Gentiles, that's Nordstrom Rack. I can't say Lululemon because Max is my partner here. I love Lulu, okay? But anyway, so yeah, my parents are pretty happy down there. My wife also had a birthday. I had to go shopping for her, and she's not here tonight, so I can say this, not the easiest person to buy a gift for. So I thought she wanted pajamas. And it turned out to be a very awkward experience for me. I mean, I think I'm a confident man. I think. But it felt a little awkward going into stores asking the sales clerks where I could find some women's pajamas. I mean, I had to clarify, I'm not going to wear them, they're for my wife. And most of the people were like, okay, they're right over there. So while I was there looking for my wife, I thought, you know what, instead of calling them women's pajamas, what if we called them something else? And then a word came into my head. And I was so excited, I thought I created a new word. I thought, let's call them vajamas. Right? It's not, it is a real word. I didn't make it up. It's in Urban Dictionary. And if you've never been on Urban Dictionary, now is not the time to start. Because apparently, the definition of pajamas is when a man falls asleep after sex while still inside his female partner. Yeah, and if that doesn't make any sense to you, let's put it in a sentence. I gave this more thought than it deserved. Last night, I got so trashed, I fell asleep in my pajamas. Which I don't even know how that could happen, right? I mean, does nobody roll over in bed after sex looking for cigarettes anymore? Or a vape, whatever they're... oh boy, but yeah, so got that out of the way. Oh boy, so I have this friend I want to tell you about real quickly. He's half Indian, half Jewish. True story, his name's Rahul Goldberg. Okay, and true to stereotypes, he works in tech and he owns the company. Oh boy, and he was, I thought, how cool could that be, right? Indian and Jewish, because the cultures are pretty similar. I mean, we both value education, we're all about family and the food, and there's some clear differences though. So both parents, Indian and Jewish, would want you to marry a lawyer or a doctor. Yeah, it's a given. But then one parent would want you to marry into a family where people own houses in Mumbai, while the other parent would want you to marry into a family where the family owns homes in the Hamptons, let's say. That would kill in New York, that show. Know your audience here. Anyway, I told him he should open up a restaurant, an Indian-Jewish fusion. They could have, let's say, palak paneer and a bagel with a schmear. And I even gave him a name. You should call it the New Delhi Katessin. I don't know. Let me end on this. I'm going to surprise all of you. I truly am a huge Cardi B fan. Any Cardi B fans in the house? Thank you, thank you. I often sing her songs in my head. I'm worried that someone's going to hear me. Because if there's someone who should not be singing her songs, it's me, right? Older white Jewish man. Not her typical fan demographic. More like her customer profile for when she worked as a stripper. I know that's right. Anyway, if someone hears me, I'm just gonna tell them, they say, what did you say? I said my face bomb, ass tight, rack stacked up shack height, jewelry on me, flashlight. I've been lit since last night. Woo! Thank you. And you don't know how long it took me to learn those lyrics. And honestly, no idea what any of that means. Just that broke boys don't deserve no pussy, I know that's right. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Eric Stainer.